Hi YouTubers, this is me again, and I'm filming on a slightly different computer because my iMac is on my Mac computer I had. The cord somehow or other got cut or chewed through or something, so I'm having to get a new cord, and that's $100 I really don't want to spend right now. But, so until then, I'm going to be using my old computer to do my videos and things like that. But anyway, this is, this week's reading. And I'm, somehow or other, the cards got turned around. So I'm having to turn them all around again. But yeah, this is going to be the Aboriginal Goddess chakra cards, once again. And in trouble. But I haven't used this computer in a while, so there's some quirks that I have to get used to again that I was quite used to when I was using it. The screen keeps losing out occasionally. But yeah. So once again, it's going to be a 3-card reading with a 4th card drawn as a kind of overall for the week. Find all the cards that are upside down. So yeah, 4 cards. And it's pretty shuffled pretty good right now because that. Okay, so beginning, middle, end, and overall. Okay. So the beginning of the week is funnily enough, it's going to be the same card that we ended last week with. So you're still working through the issues you were working through last week at the weekend, it looks like. Okay, and the other card is, middle of the week is creativity. Creativity. A yellow chakra card. And the 3rd card is going to be the blue chakra fairy card. And the last 2 cards were reversed. And this card is also reversed. Is the overall is going to be the independent self card. So let's take a look at what the book has to say about those cards. Now the release card is pretty self-explanatory. This is my view. Let's see. You ended last week with a kind of a release of all the issues that you were dealing with. I believe that you were in the process of teaching someone or telling someone about your own path and learning something new about it, and maybe releasing old hurts through that teaching. And that's basically what you're doing the first part of the week is going to be more of that, more of the same, more of that. You can never have too much of that. In the middle of your week is creativity. Find it in the book. And once you've got through this release, you have to once again stand your ground again with the creativity. It's reversed. So it's you seem to be surrounded by naysayers who want you to take the safe path, the path that is dull, that yet predictable, and won't hold any surprises or challenges for you. So basically, you found your release, and you've released all these things, and you've come to learn all these new things, and you're running into roadblocks that other people are saying, no, you shouldn't go this way. This is too hard for you. You can't handle that. Go back to where you were before. Someone trying to put you back to where you were. And it's a yellow card, so it's about your self-awareness and your self-power, and your independent self is also a card you're dealing with this week. So you've got a lot of naysayers that are telling you all the things you've already kind of processed in your mind during the last week. and it's just continuing on into this week. It's another form of another learning process. Because you were at the beginning of middle of last week, you were learning a lot of new things for your teaching, and this is just a continuation of this. Because I believe it was also a yellow card last week that you got. So it's just basically a cycle you're going through again in a different way. And the end of this week is the blue chakra fairy. And the blue chakra is about the throat chakra, I believe. And what the throat chakra is all about is about communication. And you've got all these naysayers that are surrounding you, and in the end of the week, you've listened to all these naysayers, and now you've stood your ground. Now you've got to communicate what you need to communicate, and think your message that you've learned through your release in your last week, and you have to communicate this to other people. It may not be for their benefit; it's for your benefit. Mostly for your benefit, saying, this is my message, and this is what I've learned, and this is what I'm going to do, and I'm communicating that very clearly to them. Whether or not they take your word for it is not the important thing. It's the communication. And speech seems to be a big thing in this card. The blue chakra fairy represents the throat chakra. Symbolizes your connection with self-expression through speech. She is your ability to speak your truth. The struggle to express yourself might have landed you in some hot water with some other people. And that's pretty much what your whole week is about. Your independent self. You got to know yourself more last week, and now you're having to deal with the consequences of actually expressing this new knowledge about yourself. Is it a red card or? Sorry, have a look through this book. I don't know this project very well, and it's got different energies connected to it that are. Where are you? Independent self. There you go. Just flip through the right page. Okay. So pretty much what this is saying is that you've learned a lot about yourself, and it's time to take a stand and actually try to communicate to other people what you've learned. And you're in the limelight right now, but don't let your ego get involved, because you're communicating your truth. Isn't about other people. You need to change that setting. I'm writing about this. It's frustrating sometimes. Come on. Well, my computer has this setting on it, and I've forgotten how to change it, where if I stay too still or don't touch any buttons for a long time, it doesn't log me out per se. It just goes back to the welcome screen. I have to type in my password and get everything done all over again. So if this is recording, that's what I'm doing right now, and I'll probably edit this whole thing out. I just don't want the video to get lost, because I really don't want to do this reading for the 6th time. That's what it feels like. I've literally tried to do this reading with three other decks, and they did not want to work with me this week. And this one was the first one I picked up, and I kind of was saying I didn't want to work with you, so let's try another deck. But no, I have to use this deck. It's a little obnoxious. This deck is a little obnoxious. Kind of how it landed in my hands is kind of obnoxious. And well, let me try. So it has been recording. I don't know how much of this has been recorded or where it was at, but basically that's what your week is going to be about. It's about finding your place in the world, and basically expressing verbally, explaining it to people, getting your truth out there verbally, and living with the consequences of your words, and not let your ego get involved in it. Okay, I'm gonna stop this recording and see how far I got this one. Hope you guys have a great week. Talk to you guys later, and have a good day.